Hello, is the world going vegan? And what can you expect the first day that you go vegan? Now, to answer the first question, is the world going vegan? I was reading an article today, something along the lines of the top celebrities of the world are choosing the vegan lifestyle. And there's some truth in it. It is becoming very trendy to be vegan, or at least for people to claim that they are vegan. And it's also true that not just the celebrities in Hollywood, but a lot of YouTube celebrities are trying out vegan, seeing if they like it, and I'm happy that they are doing that. And it's a good influence on the world for all of these people to be looking into this lifestyle that for a long time has been kind of on the fringe and also looked at as possibly not healthy. So now the face of vegan is changing. All of these people are joining in and attempting to do different things like vegan gains, showing you can get big muscles if you are a vegan, and durian rider and freely riding their bikes more than anybody else, or specifically durian rider putting on so many miles on his bike. All of these different people demonstrating what vegans can do, changing the reputation, making more people interested, getting the attention of people. Now, I think we're really a long way from the world going vegan, but we are definitely in a place where a lot of people are interested. Now, I want to put a word of caution out there to people, because there's a lot of people that are going vegan because it's trendy now, and they have this kind of romantic idea of what it is to be a vegan. Now, being vegan is very simple. It's very easy, and it is very easy to meet your needs energy-wise and nutritionally if you know what you're doing. But if you just look at the imagery around veganism, then you might think you're going to eat a couple of bananas and some greens and have a green smoothie once, and you're going to be beautiful and you're going to have everything you need. And that is not exactly the way it is. It's easier than that, but it's also different than that. So I'm going to help you to see that here in just a minute. I also wanted to point out another thing. So there was another article I read today also, and it was titled, "Today was my first day as a vegan," or "Today was my first day of a vegan lifestyle. Here's what happened." And so this is kind of what people might have happen on their first day of vegan. I think a lot of people could probably relate to this, but I'm going to tie this into like your first day of vegan into what it is like to be vegan long term. So this person says, "I paid more for my groceries, but they looked so pretty in my fridge. I learned I am terrible at chopping vegetables, but the food turned out absolutely tasty, and I'll get better with my knife skills over time. I got laughed at for my decision to be vegan. I got through my workout so much better, and I feel so much better, clear-minded, energetic, and healthy overall. And it feels good knowing an animal that was treated cruelly will not be on my dinner plate." And if you're really vegan, hopefully no animal will be on your dinner plate, because even if they weren't treated cruelly, it would make you vegan to eat animals in any case. So now you've got this kind of idea and of what maybe a person might experience on their first day of being vegan. And I would definitely say that that inspiration that you feel from change is more related to why you feel so great on your first day vegan, but it's also related to the fact that you're putting foods in your body that are, maybe in a lot of cases, really good for you. So they are high energy, good foods. They're giving you good energy. They don't have that kind of slump that you feel after eating these heavy meals, especially animal-based heavy meals that make you want to go to sleep a couple hours after you eat them. So these are all good effects. Now, when you go vegan, in reality, you're going to experience this lift when you start, because you're going to be getting rid of a lot of things that are not good for you, and you're having this lifestyle change, which is inspiring, and you're going to be eating good foods for you, most likely, even probably more ideal type of foods than you might eat long term as a vegan. Um, but these things are all affecting you and making you feel that good feeling when you go vegan. Now, if you really want to maintain that good feeling and you want to have it for the long term, you're going to have to remember that you need to eat more. Because a lot of people go vegan and they think of a serving size, and they're used to these fatty foods and these animal-based foods that the volume maybe isn't as big, and they just think they're going to eat a salad or something like that, or a few pieces of fruit, and they're going to have enough energy. Now, that's where long term you have to learn to eat more, because if you just eat this small amount of calories every day from a few pieces of fruit and a salad and a green smoothie, especially if it's not a huge green smoothie, because green smoothies can be very plentiful in energy as long as you eat a big smoothie, then you're going to run out of energy. You're going to lose your enthusiasm for the lifestyle, because you are not going to be able to maintain a body weight that is optimal for you. So to maintain that optimal body weight, you're going to want to make sure that you put in tons of calories. And that could look like eating cooked food and raw food together, which you'll want to do. And there's plenty of cooked foods that still have lots of nutrients, and whenever you're cooking vegetables in water, just use a minimal amount of water, or unless you're making a soup, then just eat the soup water too, but use a minimal amount of water and make sure that you use that water after. Like, you could drink that water literally, but what I recommend is putting it on some rice or potatoes or whatever it is that you're having with your food, and just eating it like almost like a sauce or something like that, the water. Or you can cook your vegetables and things into a grain like quinoa or rice, and then all of that water with the minerals and vitamins that's in it will be maintained in that rice or quinoa or other type of grain that you're eating, for example. Now, that's pretty much the main point that I wanted to make today, is that the vegan lifestyle, yeah, it's becoming trendy, and yes, here's what to expect when you first go vegan. You're going to have these good feelings, and you're going to feel better for a lot of different reasons. But really, if you want to maintain that, and if you really want to do it for the long term, you're not going to just be one of those weak vegans, or when I say weak vegans, I mean week-long vegans, or like the trendy vegan or the fad vegan. Then you're going to want to make sure that you get all of what you need and get an abundance of calories and nutrients so that you feel good. And what I can say from my own experience is that you can feel very, very good on a vegan diet. And it's been so long since I was not a plant-based eater that I can't really tell you what it feels like to eat meats anymore. It's been since 1996 for me. And now, I don't know, it's something like going on 3 years that I've been 100% solid vegan, meaning that I didn't have any organic milk or cheese or anything like that, which during a lot of my early vegetarian times, I was always looking at vegan as ideal, kind of, but I would here and there allow myself to have some kind of cow product, meaning dairy product from a cow, like yogurt, cheese, milk. And a few years back, I just decided to completely just say, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore, and I'm going to really see what this lifestyle is like without that, without having that once in a while. Before, I was having those things on a rare occasion because I really wanted to be vegan, but I was kind of like a purist vegetarian and even a raw foodist for times where I didn't have any of that dairy, and for long periods of time I didn't eat dairy. But And I was even kind of ashamed of myself when I would go into a store and buy some dairy product, because I didn't want to represent vegetarian. I wanted to represent vegan, but I was not 100% sure for part of that time if I wanted to be committed to that, and if I even thought it was actually more healthful. Now, I would say that based upon the way that you're eating and the types of foods you're taking in, it can be just as healthful, and in some ways more healthful than if you are having dairy, to be 100% vegan. And it definitely allows you to know, or it'll give you the knowledge that there are not little veal cows being used because of your dairy lifestyle. So I hope this helped, and I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comment section, so please leave your thoughts and share this video if you liked it, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.